Hello and welcome to another edition of Stockwatch. So as we get into the trading week, we're hearing that Google, or the Alphabet company that owns Google, is actually going to be investing over 1 billion Australian dollars into Australia, and this will create a lot more jobs and a lot more tech hubs for the company. So it looks like Sydney in particular is becoming the Silicon Valley of the Southern Hemisphere at the moment. So this equates to just over 740 million American dollars of investment, and big tech companies have to be very cautious in Australia after in recent months not paying local news publishers for content carried on their platforms. So this is something that they'll have to adhere to if they're going to invest heavy into Australia, and we'll see if that actually starts propelling share prices as well in the near term. Another story that I want to just delve into as well is that Shell, or the Royal Dutch Shell, are going to be moving their headquarters from The Hague to London, and which is a move that's actually angered a few of the Netherlands politicians as well in this move. The UK government has seized this as a post-Brexit vote of confidence in the City of London, as Europe's largest oil firm said it would drop a complex dual share structure as well as they move their residents and tax residents to the UK. So they'll actually drop Royal Dutch from their name as well, which is quite significant after all these years of being known as Royal Dutch Shell. So again, a move that's angered a lot of people in The Hague. So we'll see if that actually affects stock prices as well. So looking at Google first of all this morning, I just put it back on the daily chart. What you can see here is the momentous push on Google since the start of the pandemic, pretty much in March 2020. So we've had pretty much, like I've said before, like this hummingbird kind of momentum as we go up and up. And it doesn't look like it's stopping at the moment, as you can see, very, very buoyant in that sense. But we're just seeing if there's going to be a little bit of a pullback at the moment, as there seems to be a slight bearish divergence occurring at the moment, as you can see here on the daily chart. So we'll see if that comes into fruition, as we see a little bit of exhaustion with any stock in particular that's pushing momentously. There is always that concern of a pullback or full reversal as well. On the 4-hour chart as well, we're just seeing, I'll just zoom it in for better clarification. Again, we're trading far away from the Ichimoku cloud top border, but this bearish divergence is kind of looming, and I'm just waiting to see if there's going to be any sign of a pullback in the near term at least. We've had a move away from these recent peaks here, and we've gone from another sharp increase as well, but now, as you can see, prices are kind of consolidating. They're not rising as fast as they were doing in this particular stretch here. So for me, I'll just be waiting to see if there's going to be a little bit of a pullback, and then there'll be a good opportunity to put in a sell position there. But if not, if we do get a bounce, another hummingbird, let's say, pattern, then bias will be again on the upside, and we'll see how that comes into fruition as well. And just a quick look on Royal Dutch as well. Very big swings in the market in the last few sessions due to the news that's been coming out. And on the daily chart as well, as you can see here, we are looking at the fact that it is very, very vastly consolidated, apart from this recent swing to the upside here, and again, just waiting to see if there's going to be any form of a pullback at the moment. Very, very buoyant news for Royal Dutch Shell. It could be very good for their tax outlook as well if they're moving to the UK from The Hague. And for me, we are bouncing just a little bit off this top border of the Ichimoku cloud. There has been a full border which has been made, which indicates that there could be another drag into this area, and if there is, then the bias will be on the downside. A better look on this will be on the 4-hour chart. Let's just get rid of all these drawings at the moment. So a better look will be on the 4-hour chart. As you can see, big spikes in the market due to the recent headlines, but this border, this engulfment here, is what's worrying me for bulls, especially. For bears, it's looking quite ominous that prices will possibly start moving a little bit lower. If they do find more resistance at this bottom border of the Ichimoku cloud, then there could be a very worrisome downward spiral for the company here. And I'll be looking at the recent troughs to pick up on any loose ends there to put some positions in excuse me, for the near term at least. So just a few things to look out for. Big headlines for Royal Dutch Shell, and big headlines for Google as well. So just keep a look as the earnings season kind of flattens out now. All the big companies have been and gone, so we'll just see what's in store for the rest of 2021 and obviously the rest of this fourth quarter as well. So that's all from the Stockwatch today. As usual, any comments or queries, please feel free to add them to the post, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Have a great trading day ahead, and bye for now.